Hey, John Wells here with the Better Way Realty. Check out our website, betterwayrealty.com. All right, let's go check out 2323 Gaylord Street. Hey, this is John Wells with the Better Way Realty. I'm here at 2323 North Gaylord Street in downtown Denver, right by City Park. And this is our third investor success story. But what's fun about this is they're all attached using one program that we call 1031 exchange. So I showed you Jason Street, and I also showed you West 23rd. So those are the two properties that were sold in order to buy this one. So we started off with a $100,000 house on Jason Street, and now we're buying $1 million house on Gaylord Street, all within 10 years. We did this using the BRRRR method, which is buy, renovate, repair, repeat, refi. So that's what we did here, and it's been a great program, and we'd love to tell you more about it. Let's go on in and check out the property. This house was bought in 2014, not by us. This was renovated completely all the way down to the exterior walls. Was purchased in 2014 for about $475,000. What I've gathered from the listing agent, they put $500,000 into this house to get it to the way that it looks today. Everything is new. There's not anything original except for the sewer line. I'll describe to you a little bit about the process that we have done, not just with the 1031 exchange to go from a $100,000 house to $1 million house within 10 years. But I want to tell you a little bit about the process of what we're going to do with this house and who's going to actually be staying here and how we can maintain $1 million house as a rental property and actually cash flow. So we always want to cash flow, we always want to take your investment dollars and turn it into positive cash flow. So that's one thing that we'll be talking about as we walk in. It's got a finished basement, small backyard, brand new garage. We have a group home operator that's going to be living here. And the group home operator is what makes $1 million property rentable and a good investment. Without them, this would not be a good deal. All the rooms have to be usable. And if you go into this little space here to the right, this is just enough size for the group home operator to be using this as a bedroom. Here we are in a finished basement. We've got about 400 square feet here, maybe 350 square feet at the most. We've got about 150 square feet here. We're going to allow one person to stay in this room. And then we'll have one more person in this area. What we need is about 90 feet to 100 feet for single occupancy inside of a group home. And those regulations are a little bit flexible, but the group homes, sobriety homes, and such are now having some regulation in the size of the space, and so there is some guidelines that we need to follow to fill up a space like this and have it within rules and regs. So this house was built in 1914, and it's only about 3,500 square feet. But inside of the 3,500 square feet, the operator anticipates having about 11 or 12 people here, including a house manager. We're going to do a teeny little conversion. This little closet here will become a shower because we need to be able to service those folks in the basement so that they have a shower. Come on upstairs, we'll show you where the rest of the folks are going to go. So everything was done in here. So this is really kind of a turnkey investment where you're going to buy and hold for as long as possible. Our group home leases are typically 3 to 5 years. These are going to be a 5 or 10 year hold to really get the benefit of paying the principal down over a long period of time. Cash flowing, with the group home operator, will pay around 25% over market rent and have it still work for their business model. So we got a small room here. This may end up being a room for the house manager that kind of runs the household. Basically, when you have a group home, all you really need to do is comply to the city codes as far as livability of the rooms and also with the number of people. So in the process of getting sort of licensed to run your group home, the city will tell you how many people they will allow or suggest that you can have inside of the household. It's about the same as if you're just a really large family, and so that's how the federal government and the cities look at group homes, is they just look at those as large families living under the same roof, but basically this family are a family of people that are staying sober and getting healthy. Come on in and see the master bedroom. This will likely have 3 people in this room because it's so large, and with a huge walk-in closet and a nice master bath. And really, the city is very supportive of sobriety homes and other group homes because it creates culture and a supporting network for people that are wanting to be sober. I know that recently I've heard of a home that was a schizophrenic home, people that are having mental disabilities and mental issues. They would call that a schizophrenia home. But in any case, they group together, they have a common element, and they're allowed by federal law to live in the same house, even though there's lots of unrelated parties. To scale the money and to get the best returns on your funds, you'd probably want to do a group home or rent it out to individual renters. So let's go and see the upstairs. This is the second level. The upstairs has capacity for about 4 other roommates or sobriety people. And here we are. So they've finished the attic, and so you'll see lots of cool dormers. They've really maximized the space here. Basically what the operator is planning on doing is having a bed in this corner, a bed in this corner, over here. So it's a nice big open space, small closet, and then another room back here will probably allow 2 more people. And so you can have 4 people in this fairly open attic space that was really previously not very livable. But for a group home operator, it's perfect. That's how we're getting this property to really be a great cash flow, and also partnering with our sober home operators, Monarch Sober Living. Great operator. We're helping them build their business now. We're hoping to build their business in the future and help them expand into other states. Mike and Kaylee are amazing to work with. Super grateful to work with them as a landlord and an investor, and we want to help other investors meet our sober home operators so that we can bring them together and build a great future for everybody. Thanks a lot, John Wells of Better Way Realty. Give us a call if you have any questions about group home operations, sobriety living, investing in large home real estate. That's been my specialty for the recent years, and I'm going to continue. So please give me a call, 720-271-2778. So thanks for watching this informative video on 1031 Exchange on how to take a very small investment, allow it to grow in equity until it's time for you to sell. There are times when it's time to sell, and we would love to tell you if it's time for you to sell. This market has been so hot, there are tons of sellers out there with lots of equity under their roof. And we could explain how, as an investment vehicle, it's not a great idea to have a ton of equity. It's really better to use the bank's money and leverage that positively so that you can make the best returns on your investment. Please come to one of our classes. We teach at ACC, we teach at the different rec centers around town, from Thornton all the way down to Littleton and in between. So we'd love to see you at one of our classes. Please check us out, www.betterwayrealty.com. Please look us up. If you mention this video and my name, John Wells, we'll give you a free workbook for the class, and that'll get you going in investment real estate. Please come visit us. Have a great day.